All right. Let's do a short review, not an analysis, because I don't have time for it. I'm just gonna go over it, just the big changes that I think, because you're gonna whine otherwise, of course. It's gonna be just like 5-10 minutes. I'm gonna go over it quick. No 3 hour, bullshit. I'm just gonna go over the big changes and my heroes that I like to play as well.
Nature chose her
Bit more
guardian
significant.
well.
Alright. We'll turn off donations for now. Let's just go over it quickly. 6.85. Yeah, so there's only hero balancing. So the general changes are pretty small. The only thing that's really relevant is that Shen got buffed here. The Thunderhide is pretty good right now. But that's not interesting. Let's just go to the interesting stuff. Yeah. Fuck that guy. Anti-Mage, I was honestly surprised that this hero was not nerfed a little bit more. Because he got buffed in... Heart got buffed, Mantosal got buffed, Perseverance got buffed. But this hero stayed the same, which is... I mean, I think the nerfs are pretty small. Fuck the Bane hero. Batrider. I like to play Bat. I know S4 likes to play Bat. I just played it now. And, well, if you talk about the Ags, I don't know how good it is. It looks kind of okay, but in practice it didn't feel so good. It's pretty useless if you're initiating, because you're just going to initiate on one hero anyway. So I don't know. Ags is okay on this hero because he only needs Dagger and Force Staff. So going Ags after that is alright, but you probably want to go BKB anyway, I think. But there is room for Batrider, because everything after those items are luxury, and Aghanims is a viable item choice, I think. And a Flame Break change. Flame Break is an awful skill, or spell. Now it's actually okay now, I think. I'm not sure how good it is, though. I know S4 likes it. Bloodseeker got nerfed, thank God for that. Let's go to my favorite heroes instead that I like to play. I don't have time to go over all these, unfortunately, guys. I'm sorry. There aren't any big changes anyway. This change is really big, I think. I think this hero is going to become very much popular. Increasing the damage by 4 is very good, and all the cool. I think this hero is going to be really good. And Leshrac being nerfed. Since I don't really play Leshrac, I don't know how big this is, but it looks pretty big, honestly. It just reduces farm a lot, and being able to just use his double nukes to kill a creep wave, is he can't do it. It doesn't have the spell damage for anymore. Let's use his ultimate, which is just more mana and more time. And the same goes for Lina, which is worse for Lina because she can't use her ultimate. If she used both her spells to kill a creep wave, they're not gonna die, so she's gonna have to stand there and hit them. But let's just go over Lone Druid and Furion, because that's the only heroes I really want to talk about. Lone Druid has been pretty fucking trash. One of the worst heroes, I think, right now. So does this patch change anything? Well, the first change is very relevant, I think, for his laning phase, because the problem with Lone Druid is his early game. And having the bear constantly now means you can harass the enemy a lot and not worry about the health of the bear, because you just resummon it. And before, when you died, you had a 2 minute. If you had a bad timing where they ganked you when you resummoned the bear, basically your game was over. That's not the case anymore. So this change is pretty big, honestly. I like it a lot. I played Lundred quite a lot today, and it's pretty good. It's pretty good. And the battlecry changes are pretty funny. When I look back, if you go back a few patches, battlecry used to be 20 damage and 2 armor, so it's been basically 400% increased. It's kind of funny, I think. Obviously, it lasted for 2 longer seconds, and Cooldown was a bit shorter, but from 20 damage to 90 and 2 armor to 10, this is a lot of damage right now. And people underestimate it. When they try to manfight Lone Druid and you get off the battle cry, you just club them to death, so... I don't think these changes are enough though. I'm not sure how good he is in competitive. He's definitely playable in pubs now, at least. A lot of that is because other heroes got nerfed, like Lina and Leshrac. But I feel the problem with Lone Druid is that there's really no good item choices for him that are that good. Maelstrom is alright. I tried some Armlet build. It's alright as well. The problem with Lone Druid is you just get kited. Against really good players, they just kite the bear. So you need the Radiance. And getting Radiance takes so long. Usually while you save for Radiance, you just get overrun against good teams and players. So I'm not sure if this is enough. I'm going to have to play more and we'll see. But it's in the right direction at least. Put it that way. Forehead. Fuck these. Fuck you, Mirana. Oh, the Prophet. Kind of surprised the Prophet got these many buffs. I was surprised he got any buff at all. He's pretty good right now, Prophet, but it's not picked that much at all, so I guess it makes sense. And Sprout has been buffed quite a lot in the last 2 patches or something, and this Sprout, when you think about it, you look at it, like you have to spend half a second casting Sprout. That's a long time. That being reduced means a lot for the hero. So many times, so many situations where people run out of vision. You don't get off your Sprout because you have so long cast time. So this will help with that a lot. I think this is really useful, especially even if the enemy heroes have BKB. It's much easier to land your Sprout on them now. So I like it. Fuck is that sound, man? You shut up, dude. Fucking Gothenburg. Shut up, dude. Sorry, boys. The Sprout mana cost reduced is actually pretty relevant as well. Because early game you always want to use your treants to farm, and either if you're laning or if you're in the jungle, so you don't have so much mana available. Now having TP ready and Sprout is really cheap, so that's definitely gonna matter. It might not look that big of a change, but it does matter. I think the biggest change, however, is the movement speed on the treants, which is really, really, really good in laning phase. It makes blocking so much easier, it makes scouting faster, and it makes killing heroes much, much better. Generally before, you send a treants on an enemy hero, especially a support in offlane, they just run away, and generally a support has around 300 movement speeds in average, maybe less. But the treants hit them once and then they just run away, and the treants can't catch up because they're slow as fuck. Now, they will basically have to run to the tower if they want to be safe from the treants, if they're not going to kill it. If you're against a Visage trying to zone out a lone Furion, that's not going to happen. The treants are going to kill the Visage, so I love this change. The movement speed increase is really big for the hero. I like it a lot. And I think it's the biggest change for Furion. The Axe effect, the vision change I think does nothing really. When you're scouting with them, you place them in such positions where they have to walk past it anyway. So this doesn't matter at all, I think. And the Axe effect, so the Axe and Prophet is pretty bad. It was awful. I played around with it a lot. And I almost never manage to get a big tree from my hero, because it's really hard to last it with the ult. Now that it applies 4-second buff on him, it's very easy to get it. And the big treant actually hits fast now, so you get a good team fight with Ags, you can capitalize on it. If you win the team fight, you have 2 big treants pushing the tower, it does a lot of damage. However, I don't know how good Ags is. I can't think of any scenario where you would ever buy Ags on the hero. Yeah, I'm not sure. In pubs, it's kind of fun, but in high level pubs or in competitive, I don't know if it's viable or not. If you want to go into ultimate rat mode, yeah, maybe with Octarine Core and Refresher, you can always keep the lane pushed. Actually, I think this item is, I think Ags is good if you get 1 or 2 sides of Ags with Furion, then you can go Ags and Octarine, and you will never let the enemy leave their base. So, but yeah, Axe is not so good on the hero still. I don't think there is anything else that I want to talk about. I don't want to go over all of these changes, and a lot of these changes are very small anyway. Like, whoop-de fucking do, a little bit less here. Yeah, that's a good change. Not much to talk about there. Yeah, it was reduced by 0.2 seconds. I'm sure RE2000 had, 10 minutes to talk about that, but I don't have much to say about this. This is my second, this is one of my favorite changes actually. This right here. I don't know if this hero is I guess this hero trash now? It looks pretty bad, especially this change. And yeah, what can I say? I really like this, because Storm has always been a nemesis for heroes like Furion and Broodmother, which are 2 of my favorite heroes. Which Brood got no changes, which I'm a bit sad about. Thank Jeeves about Tekis. I assume it's being nerfed, so... Jesus Christ! What's happening? Alright, sorry about that. And Terrorblade. I don't have anything. I don't know. It was so bad before. They're trying something new with him. I with him in a pub today, and he seemed pretty strong, so. Let's see, is there anyone else that's interesting? The Axe on Undying is probably pretty insane, actually. You're playing Core Undying. 10 strengths, that's pretty insane. I think that's gonna be viable. I love some Venemaster personally. Yeah, I'm not gonna go into details. Glimmer Cape was nerfed. Thank Jeebus for that. Yeah, I'm sorry for the people who expected an in-depth analysis, but there are definitely better options for that from other people. I don't have any desire to go over all these changes in detail, and I don't have time either. So yeah, I think I'm done for now, guys. And yeah, I like the changes to Lone Druid and Prophet. I'm not sure if Lone Druid changes are enough, but I think Prophet is a lot better now, at least. So thank you for watching, everyone.